Hey guys, Furum here, and today I'm going to be testing the Pagani Zonda R in multiplayer in Asphalt 9 at Golden Max. Please consider subscribing if you have not already, and be sure to check out my Furum Clips channel as well as my Purple Team Discord. You'll find the links to those in the description as always, and I hope you enjoy these races. So the Pagani Zonda R is a higher tier A-class car that is currently obtainable in its Grand Prix. And unfortunately I have to say that I was not terribly impressed with this car. Now, there's nothing particularly wrong with it, it's just not that great in any aspect. And given by one of the recent daily events we've had, it loses to the SCG-007S, which is the other recent Grand Prix car. So if you got that car, there's really no reason to get this one that I can really see. This car is faster than that one, but the SCG is just more agile, more fun to drive overall. And this car just feels kind of meh, if I had to say. Most of its stats are pretty average for its class. It has okay drifting, not the greatest. The nitro efficiency is alright. Probably its biggest strength lies in its acceleration and its fairly high top speed, but it just can't get around corners like some other cars, and so it just doesn't feel as lively, you might say. Definitely go check out my SCG-007S video if you're curious to see how that car performs, and in this race, we come in first place ahead of a Neuron Hypercoupe, which I am also testing in this season and will make a video about soon as well. That car is better than this one. Then again, it is an S-Class car, so you'd kind of expect that. Before we get too far into the video, I have an announcement to make. If you were here this past weekend for my somewhat late stream, which I did because I was testing at a different time just to see, if people who couldn't join at my regular time could join then. We had a lot of fun, went for 3.5 hours, which is my longest stream of all time. Anyway, I'm happy to announce that I have opened up channel memberships, which you can find via the join button down below. Now I will make a separate announcement video just about it to tell you everything, but today I just want to give you some of the highlights, I suppose. There are 3 tiers, 1679 regular, 1679 plus, and 1679 premium. Now these tier names were suggested to me by my dad as being patterned after the different levels of gas that you can get at a gas station. Sometimes they'll be called different things, but this was generally, I guess, the most popular one that I found, and plus sounded better than 1679 mid-grade. Who wants that? What do you get in each tier? Well, all tiers will get loyalty badges, which is a little thingy next to your name down in the comments and in live stream chat, which basically shows how long you have been a member of the channel. And I have patterned them, or basically I've just used the leagues from Asphalt 9 to be those loyalty badges. You'll start out in Bronze League, all new members do, and then after 1 month it changes to Silver, then after 2 months I believe it is Gold, then 6 months is Platinum, and so on up, and then finally after 2 years you get the Master League badge, which I think is pretty cool. Also, all members of all tiers will gain access to several Purple Team Discord emotes, some of the most popular ones, such as Furum Approves. You guys know which one I'm talking about there if you've been on the Discord for any extended length of time. And as the number of members increases, the number of emojis I can add increases, so if you would like to see more emojis, join the membership and they will come. You can use these emojis in live stream chat, in the comments, and pretty much anywhere, I believe. All tiers will also get access to some exclusive extra gameplay and stuff like that. None of my regular content is going to be behind that, and I have decided not to do any early access to videos. Purely, the extra content will just be literally extra content. Maybe extra races that didn't make the main cut, or behind the scenes bloopers, stuff like that. Not any of the main content that I put out. Also, I might do member exclusive community posts and polls and stuff like that occasionally too. Now, in addition to all of this, the 2 upper tiers give you access to different levels of shoutouts at the end of my videos, and exclusive merch discounts as well. The 1679 plus tier, the middle one, gives you 5% off all my merch, and you will get your name at the end of my videos, as you will see at the end of this one. And finally, 1679 Premium gives you a 10% discount code off all my merch, and priority shoutouts at the top of my videos, so pretty much your name will be higher than everybody else's there. And here, in this race, I go a bit too high on that barrel roll and go the wrong way. which I thought was going to cost me the race, but you'll see, it turned out a bit better than I expected. But also, back to the memberships, if you're a top tier member, 1679 Premium, I can give you more like personal, direct, and detailed advice for your situation. In Asphalt 9, I can give more personal tips and advice. I can critique your content. I've thought about doing a series where I critique members' videos, just their races in Asphalt 9. I think that would be a lot of fun for everybody. So yeah, I'll be making another video specifically about these at some point, going more into detail, but I hope this has given a good overview, and it's just an easy way to show your support for the channel if you so desire. The other thing I wanted to talk about in this video is the most recent Asphalt 9 dev chat, and the first one of 2022. The next season will be a new sort of season called the British Tour season. You'll be racing in locations around the world in new cars from British manufacturers specifically, and whenever the patch notes come out, we'll be able to see which ones those are, so I'm quite excited for that. Now, this season will be in a new format compared to a lot of the past seasons. It seems like it will have a more linear, like almost a story going through it, where you go from one event to the next. According to the dev chat, and I quote, "You'll star hunt a new SE that's aimed at unlocking and starring up the car of the stage. Then you'll get a Grand Prix focus on the car of the stage. Then a passport event where you will use the car of the stage to further get blueprints to start up, and finish off with an epic hunt for this car to let you collect epic parts. And stage 1 through 3 of the new tour will consist of those parts." Now, I know this may seem a bit confusing. I don't quite understand it all that much myself, but pretty much it seems like when it really comes down to it, you'll be getting cars earlier in the season that you will then use to get cars later in the season. It will be a fairly linear progression like that. They also said, and this is pretty important and quite nice, that all of these cars will be available to all players to get. So none of these cars in these stages will be locked behind the Legend Pass. I'm sure we'll still have a Legend Pass car, but like it won't be needed in these new stages, which I find to be quite nice. They also said the old multiplayer format will be coming back, which most people seem to like, including myself, and that they will be releasing a closed beta of a new club versus club feature, something we've been promised for a while, and it is finally coming. Now, apparently, they're going to have a sort of invitational-only closed beta for some of the bigger clubs. If Legions United gets access to this beta, I will certainly make videos about it if I can, because this is something that I've been excited for a long time. That was the bulk of the dev chat. Definitely go check it out in the Discord if you're curious to hear more about it. Now, for my final review about this car, I mean, it was fine. I was able to do decently in it, but none of its stats are all that great, and it's kind of a letdown, honestly. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like the video if you have enjoyed, and consider subscribing for more Asphalt, Forza, and other games content, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!